Aira Presents Explorer Stories. A look at the extraordinary and often ordinary stories of Aira Explorers as they use this technology in their daily lives. In this episode, we present Chuck Miller, one veteran's wish for all blinded veterans: independence. Military people are equal parts team player and independent operator, and many flourish under conditions that most of us can only appreciate through a news feed or the eyes of a journalist. It would not be overstating to say that the military experience brings with it lifelong bonds with others who have served, and instills a fierce self-sufficiency that follows service members as they rejoin the civilian ranks. But for some veterans with disabilities, independence and self-sufficiency can suffer when reliance on others to complete day-to-day tasks becomes part of their post-military lives.
I'm 6'2", I weigh 230 pounds, I'm 60 years old. One of the most frustrating things for me is to have to ask people for help for the simplest little things.
Chuck Miller is a retired Army officer who served for 28 years before losing his sight to retinitis pigmentosa. With his gradual loss of sight came a sense of lost independence that, to say the least, he did not embrace. An avid outdoorsman, he enjoys daily walks and hikes in the northeastern Florida woods with his guide dog Troy. He's the first blinded veteran to be certified by the American Sailing Association and participates in the annual bike ride across Iowa. I guess you could say he's a guy on the go. Chuck uses a new service called Aira that combines wearables, mobility, stream videos, and a remotely located professional agent serving as his on-demand visual assistant. It's all bundled together in a contract similar to a cell phone. He views this service as liberating, game-changing, and he thinks other vets will too. It all comes back to self-sufficiency and independence.
Using these glasses gives you the opportunity to not ask for help. Putting the glasses on, and when I first discovered with Andrew how amazing it was to wear the glasses, I made a comment, it's the most independent I felt as a blind person since I went blind. And that's a fact.
It's not so much that Aira will help him hike, sail, or do other extraordinary things that excites Chuck, but that it enables him as a blind person to do all the day-to-day things by himself that would otherwise require a neighbor, friend, or family member to assist. He knows that other vets can relate.
I really want to share experiences. That's one of the ways you get people to get involved, is if you can capture those normal things and they say, yeah, that'll work for me. VA is amazing about giving out pills, for different things. So I have like 6 or 7 bottles of pills that I have sitting on the table over there. And, they're for blood pressure, diabetes, whatever. It doesn't matter what they're for, but I've always had to have assistance getting my pills into my pill box. Now I've been working with Aira and I'm getting them to identify the bottles so that I can, in the future, I label them as they tell me what they are. And then now I can do my pills by myself. And ever since I got the glasses, I've had them for a month. Ever since I got the glasses, nobody's helped me put my pills in my pill boxes anymore. And I think that's a pretty common thing.
But Chuck's enthusiasm for this new service goes beyond those things that he can do from home. With Aira agent Andrew assisting, he now considers a trip to the grocery store a more predictable experience than the hit-and-miss adventures that they once were.
When I go to the grocery store, quite often if I say I want a can of green beans, I'll get the can of green beans that the person that sees picks out for me. But now I can walk in there and say, Andrew, I want a can of Del Monte green beans, so no salt added. And I will be able to get exactly what I want. If I say I want to get a pound of shrimp or a pound of this or a pound of that, just to verify in my head, I want to be able to say, Andrew, is this a pound? And when they say yes, I feel confident that I am independent because I know for sure that I asked for a pound and I got a pound.
To Chuck, finding every avenue to personal independence is important, but helping others see the possibilities is what really gets him fired up.
So I'm always thinking about that. I'm always thinking, like when I go to an intersection, is this something that people would want to know? Where am I at when I'm walking? I'm always thinking about things like that when I'm using the glasses. I can't even tell you all the possibilities because I don't know what your possibilities are until you discover them.
So is Chuck pleased with this innovative combination of technology and human in-the-loop interactions and what it brings to him? In a word, absolutely.
I could probably use 500 minutes a month.
In this era, where only 1% of the population serves in the military, veterans with visual or other impairments can sometimes be the forgotten soldiers. Services like Aira enable the self-sufficiency many crave, but too often are not easily available through their normal healthcare channels. Chuck is passionate about advocating for the veterans community, and he has one wish.
In the military, there is this unspoken motto or creed or whatever, and it's leave no soldier behind. In my mind, what I would be geared toward would be leave no blind veteran behind. Give the blind veteran the opportunity to basically come out of the darkness. To me, that's how I look at it. Giving the blind veteran the opportunity to come out of the darkness and be independent.
We'd like to thank Chuck Miller for sharing his wonderful story. Stay tuned for more Explorer stories presented by Aira. You can find out more about Aira and subscribe to their product at www.aira.io. That's AIRA.io. This has been a Blind Abilities production. For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on our website at www.blindabilities.com. Thanks so much for listening and have a great day.